Hello, everybody. The Warriors pull out a big comeback win in Chicago. You may have noticed that Klay loves working with Trayce Jackson-Davis, the rookie. Have I mentioned I have an irrational good feeling about him? I love this one play that they keep on running with the two of them and Cory Joseph. This play turns into a stagger screen for Klay. Cory Joseph sets okay screens for a small guy, and that gives Klay a little bit of space from Alex Caruso. And then just in case that doesn't do it, then we've got this second screen off the dribble handoff, make it harder for Caruso. Drummond is set to contain over here, which gives Klay a lot of space. Bang. The next half-court play, these three guys are trying to figure out what play they want to run. Cory Joseph points Klay to line up over there. Klay agrees. And it's going to be this mirror version of the last play we saw. Trying to organize this in real time. There's 13 seconds left on the clock. Klay points to Trayce, saying, you got to stand over here and be this second screen for me. So Trayce gets it. Okay, mirror version. Cory Joseph setting the screen. Klay cross the stagger screen. Dribble handoff. I think Drummond is stepped up a little bit farther here to come contest Klay's three-pointer. So there is an adjustment there. Trayce immediately rolls. Klay's gotten good at throwing these soft passes to Trayce. And now look at these wide open spaces. Dosunmu really, with a pretty fast rotation here, even if he did somehow absolutely stone Trayce here, Podziemski's completely open in the corner. But, you know, he's just too small, Ernie. This play begins with the sort of horns formation, but it ends up being pretty similar. Cory Joseph, first screen, Klay coming to get the dribble handoff, stagger screen across the top. Each time the big creeps closer and closer to the three-point line. Trayce with the quick roll, Klay with the quick pass, Patrick Williams with the instant rotation. Whenever you get this situation of two guys next to each other and one defender, this is an automatic action, and I'm super glad that Kuminga notices it. He's going to set this pin-in screen so the defender can't help on Podziemski, who pops out. And Trayce Jackson-Davis on the roll sees that someone is well positioned to contest, so he's going to make the right read right on time. JK getting solid contact on this screen. Podziemski just misses this wide open three, but good shot created. Cory Joseph is playing his role very well here. You know he's not the dynamic scorer, but he's got his hand out. Settle down, we're going to run a play. And he looks at Steve Kerr. This is the old-fashioned role of the point guard. And I cannot quite make out what the play call is. I think Steve Kerr is twirling his finger around. If someone can do some forensics here, you can figure out exactly what the hand signal is for this play. Joe Verrey's probably figured it out already. And because it's the mirror version, Klay is going to point to Trayce like, hey, we're doing it again, except you stay over there. And Cory Joseph reading Klay's signal as well. Just in case people didn't get it, second time, ball goes over here. Alex Caruso is an excellent defender. And since Klay is signaling in the visible spectrum and with human audible frequencies, Caruso says, you know what, I don't have to go along with this. I know you want to have this same stagger screen again across the top. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm just going to stop you from taking the screens at all. And so Klay says, okay, well, I don't have to play your game either, and he immediately cuts to the basket. And I love how quickly Trayce reads the situation. First of all, he notices that Klay is back cutting, but then he also reads Chicago's defense. This guy is the only chance Chicago has of stopping Klay from getting a layup here. And when he rotates over, play dead, right? No, that means Kuminga is open in the corner, and Trayce sees this immediately. And let's see how fast he reads this. Zip, quick read, quick pass, right on target to Kuminga. Very open shot, and Kuminga might have gotten a lucky bounce here, but this was a great shot created. I can't resist talking about one more play. This is my favorite Andrew Wiggins play of the whole year. No one knows publicly what's happening with Wiggins. It doesn't seem to be a physical issue, so whatever burdens are weighing him down, it's just caused his focus to crater this year to the point where it's taken for granted that the Warriors are trying to trade him. But this game, he was locked in. So Steph is fated to miss the shot, but instead of Wiggins just running back down court, this ball is tapped out, and Wiggins uses his athleticism to just outrace everyone to the ball. And okay, you could maybe fault the court vision, because if you want to know where the right play is, you usually look at Steph Curry, and Steph Curry is pointing at an utterly open Klay Thompson who was on fire that quarter. But I prefer to focus on Wiggins' aggression. Instead of standing around passive, he just drives in and then throws in this delicious Euro step. And that Euro is so delicious, you can see everyone on the bench here starting to imitate his Euro step. Jerome Robinson has a particularly vivid version of it with the high Euro step, keeping the ball high. Draymond does the low version of the Euro step, which is less practical on the basketball court, but still appreciated. You can see Draymond is still finishing his low version of the Euro mime. My favorite part of this whole thing is Jonathan Kuminga. He's carrying some kind of hot pack or cold pack for his left arm, but that doesn't stop him from also doing the Euro mime. Wiggins and Kuminga have been in direct competition this year. There's open talk that one of them has to be traded, and open talk that you can't play them both at the same time on the court. But whether that's true or not, I love that Kuminga still trying to lift up his brother, and not only with the Euro mime, but getting right up in his face and encouraging him, and maybe even throwing in some French curse words.